Yeah, I just wanted to call and ask if you guys had somebody, a professional team, to cover that for you. But yeah,
What's your name again?
Ezekiel. Hey everyone, today is March 19th, 2026. Today marks the first kind of YouTube video that I do for this channel. Um, yeah, so I wanna before I go in and explain what this channel is about, I'm gonna introduce myself. So my name is Ezekiel. I am 23, and I'm currently trying to grow a business, a photography business, and videography business from zero a year, $0 a year, all the way up to 100K, even plus. And I kind of just want to document my journey on the steps that I take and the steps I do to uh, get to that. Let me just give us a little bit of background, I guess. Um, I started this business about 8 months ago. To be fully transparent with you, I've already received paid work, although it's very little. So it's only $1,000 as so far right now, March 19th. So we reached the $1,000 mark. So again, very little, starting brand new. So I've done free work and I've done paid work. But yeah, so my niche is going to be photography for events, corporate events, any types of events. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on. Although I'll probably take jobs, to be honest. Like, if they're willing to pay, I don't think I'm gonna say no. You're gonna see how I navigate these things. So first and foremost, I want to show off the gear that I'm going to be starting with. Keep in mind, this gear I work a 9 to 5, so I work the 9 to 5 every day. 5 days a week. So I'm not doing this full time yet. But yeah, I want to show you my gear that I'm starting out with. So the gear I started off with was a Sony A6400, which I had for about a week, which I got from a Facebook Market deal. It was a bundle of a whole bunch of stuff, which was an amazing deal. I received a lot of stuff from the person. I guess they either had a boyfriend or somebody they're getting out the hobby that they just want to get rid of everything for a cheap price. So anyways, I had the 6400 with a kit lens, and that lasted about a week. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to go full in. I wanted to do wildlife photography, but things change. I'm like, you know what? There's no money to be gained out of wildlife photography, and I just kind of wanted to hop on to some other types of photography that would help me get some extra money on the side. So yeah, so I want to start off with showing off my body. I'm carrying the Sony A6700. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why an ASCP or APS-C body? Well, one, the price. I didn't find justification to spend over $2,000 or $3,000 on a camera body with no experience, two, no paid work, no nothing. So I started off with something a little cheaper. Although this is a very expensive camera, I won't say that it's cheap. It's very expensive, but it's still somewhat cheaper than what the full body frames, charge. I sold the 6400, which helped me pay for this. And then I bought a Tamron 17 to 70 2.8 lens from Amazon. But I also got the Tamron 17 to 300, or no, 70 to 300, 4.5 to 6.3. Although, I mean, this lens was really cheap, $200. That's why I got it. And also because I wanted to do wildlife photography, so I needed something to go a little further for that kind of photography. But now that I'm doing events, this still is helpful. Still gets me, in the back of the room, shooting to wherever. Now I have CPL, and then I have MD, variable MD. So those are kind of mandatory for outside work or any type of reflection work. These are cheap though. They got them like $40 off Amazon. I'm currently looking to upgrade eventually. Other than that, dust blower, microfiber cloths for the lenses. I have some small rig accessories for the camera. So these come in helpful for video. And then as part of the deal, like I said, the deal that I had that Facebook Market deal, I sold the camera, but I kept a lot of the other stuff. So I got a FieldWorld monitor. This is one of the cheaper ones. So I'm looking to upgrade this eventually. But yeah, it works. Can't complain. It works. I also got a Rode monitor, not a Rode mic that came with the bundle. It's a little Rode mic. It works. Again, that's all I need. And then as for microphones, little lav mics, I got the Hollyland little one. Not sure the exact name of this, but pretty much it connects to a little, dongle or whatever, or connects to the camera, and pretty much allows me to clip it on like this. I like this because it's small. It's not like the DJI mics, which are very big and square. This is kind of a clip-on. The back side is big. The front side is small. So, yeah. And then I got extra batteries, SD, basically all the necessities to actually cover photography and videography. But yeah, so basically I'm going to be documenting my way to 100K. So that includes like all the code calls. That includes kind of behind the scenes of work that I do. So I'm hoping that you guys can learn something and kind of tune in and, view what it's like to actually grow the business from day one. I say it's day one because, again, I have not broken over even the 10K mark, not even the 5K mark. The most I've been paid is $1,000. And then the other stuff that I've done is free work. For paid events, I've done 2 events so far. One is a business expo event, and then the other one was a kind of real estate event. It was kind of a high-end real estate networking event. So yeah, I got those 2 hours for both of them, and then they were $500 each. So that's where the $1,000 comes from. I've also done wedding video. That was free for one of my friends. And then I've done free events for my Chamber of Commerce, which that's like conferences. Yeah, that's the events I've done already. Now for upcoming events, I do have some upcoming events coming out right now. The one event that's the $500 one paid one is actually next week. So that would be the business expo. So that's gonna be next week, and that's gonna be the $500 I've already mentioned. And then I also have a free event that I'm gonna be covering, which is an award ceremony for my Chambers of Commerce, and that's gonna be free. The only other event I have after that is in April, which is a nonprofit summit, and that's gonna be free as well. So other than that, I have nothing else booked for the rest of the year. So yeah, so I already have a website. I already have business cards. I already have everything that I felt was necessary to start the business, which is website, business card, Google review or whatever, basic business startup things, I guess. Now, I'm probably not going to go in depth on how I made those things just because there's a lot of resources already. So a lot of you'll see here is the outreach that I do to get clients, as well as managing those things already. So I'm going to be managing it, showing how to manage it, not how to create it. But yeah, so again, I do work a 9 to 5. I work night shifts. So obviously this is even harder for me because I work from 6 p.m. to 4 in the morning. So I'm hoping that because I have a 9 to 5, it kind of relates to a lot more people. I'm hoping that it's relatable to people who have a 9 to 5 and are looking to start up a business, maybe a photography business, a videography business, whatever it is. So I wanted it to be relatable, kind of show you my way to maneuver those things, and not only that, but also keep myself accountable, and really push myself to make this successful, because again, if you're not the one pushing for your business, no one will. I'm probably going to pick up tomorrow, do some cold calls, and then see how that goes. And then, yeah, we're going to see how that goes. All right, so I'm filming off my camera there, so I'm not using my phone. We're going to be cold calling, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll have a couple people here that I've written down, and yeah, hopefully some of them either respond or I get some answers. It's kind of late. It's 3:50, so some people might not pick up just because they wrapped up for the day. But I guess we'll see.
Hey, this is Blair. Leave me a message.
Hey Blair, I'm just calling about an annual event that you guys are having. Feel free to call back at 3. Thank you. So that first one obviously went straight to voicemail. Happens. I guess we'll try the next one.
Please leave your message for...
Okay, so that one went straight to voicemail as well. I thought this one would have went to some automated voicemail to put in my extension, but I guess not. So that's fine, whatever. Let's try the next one.
Janelle speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm just calling to see if I can talk to somebody regarding the 78th annual conference.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Hey, yeah, I'm just calling to see if you guys had a photographer or videographer for this event. My name is Ezekiel, owner of Mooncrest Studios here in PA. And I just wanted to ask if you guys had some sort of person to cover that event, because we would love to cover that event for you.
Yeah, we have a staff member who's also a photographer, so she just comes along to all of our meetings and photographs and videos, all of the stuff for us to save us some money.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just wanted to call and ask if you guys had somebody, a professional team to cover that for you, but yeah.
What's your name again?
Easy. And here in PA, yeah.
Mooncrest Studios.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have other groups usually come to those too, but I'm gonna jot your name down here, and you're free.
Correct.
All right, perfect. So I'm gonna track your information. I'm gonna put it in my vendor log, and if something should happen, because she may not be available for every event we have each year, so I'll absolutely put you on your list, and if our needs change, we'll reach out.
Awesome. Yeah. Same. You can even check out the website. It's under the same as mooncreststudios.com. We work with the Lebanon Chambers of Commerce, and we work with events doing conferences all the time. So.
Okay, great.
Yep.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate you reaching out. Yeah, and like I said, if the need arises, we'll absolutely look into it and reach out.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you take care. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
So that was okay. I mean, kind of leaves the door open. It's not a hard no, but it's not a yes. So we'll see what kind of arises from that. So I guess we'll do the next one, which is the last one. So, and then we'll see where we go from there. And then I think for the one that I'm calling, they're located in Washington. So if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 hours behind. I might give them a call at 4, because could be on lunch or something.
For a spell by name directory, press 1. For a staff listing, press 2. If you need further assistance.
Hello, Carrie Reese is currently unavailable. Please leave a message.
To dial another extension, press 1. To leave a voicemail, press 2, or simply stay on the line. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey Carrie, my name is Ezekiel. I'm just calling ask a question about the 2026 PHA conference. Please call back at 717-383-6163. Thank you. So there you go. I mean, I wouldn't call that the most successful cold calls I only got one out of the 4 that I called to even answer the phone. And obviously they were kind of like hesitant. Still left the door open though, so we'll see if that arrives to anything, which I doubt. But yeah, that's kind of just the game, you know. You just call, you're gonna get no's, you're gonna get a lot of no's, but you might get a yes. And that's kind of like where it balances out. So I got a lead through Bark.com. If you don't know what Bark.com is, it's pretty much a like marketplace where people put in their requests for services, and it's good. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't recommend unless you are willing to spend a lot of money, because the credits are very expensive. But we'll see. I'm gonna contact this person. It's a drink reception. It's a retirement party. It's not a corporate event, which is what I'm usually going for, but I mean, it's something that's very local, so hopefully I can get some money out of that. So let's contact them.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hey Julie, I'm just calling about your Bark.com request. I seen that you were looking to get photography for your husband's retirement.
Thanks, Julie. Please stay on the line.
I'm not Julie. So I guess they have the what is it, the Apple scam calling thing? I'm not sure, but we'll see.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey Julie, my name is Ezekiel. I'm the owner of Mooncrest Studios here, and I seen that you had a request on Bark.com for a drink reception / husband retirement. I see you're asking for photography for 2 to 3 hours. Please give us a call back, so see if we could be a good fit for you. Thank you. So sadly, that's kind of the game with Bark. Even if you get a request or you see a request or somebody that wants to request, they might not even pick up, you know. So it's kind of just up to luck. Yeah. But that's all right. I'll leave them a message and then maybe give them an email. So I left them a quick message, just letting them know that I'm interested. So hopefully they hit me back eventually. And yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated if anything. So I got a call back from one of the people I cold called today, and they said that they already have somebody. So obviously that's kind of just part of the game. You just keep calling until either somebody doesn't have anybody and they're looking for somebody, or they have somebody and they want to change to somebody else. You know, it's kind of, you just play the game, you know, till you win, pretty much. So yeah, I would say that it's not too successful yet, but we'll see. So right now I'm currently at my job. Thankfully, I'm very fortunate where I'm able to work in like an office environment where I'm not really bothered by people, or, you know, I can kind of work on my business. So I use this time to kind of strategize my next days, because it's 7 p.m. So obviously I can't cold call anybody. I can't really, you know, reach out actively because things are closed up. Nobody's in the office, and people were just not going to be hearing me out, you know, even if I called them. So something that I kind of like doing during my time here at work, I like writing down a list of or looking up businesses, or looking up, you know, people who host events, and I like to write down their number or look at their website and kind of just gauge who I can contact. And from there, I write the number down and kind of plan out how to outreach them, if it's through email or call them. If it's through email, I'll just email them and just schedule it for about 9 a.m. tomorrow, or 9 a.m. the next day, whatever, you know, works. Usually I try to keep it around the weekdays, so Monday through Friday. I know Fridays usually suck because a lot of people don't want to work Fridays, and they're already wrapping up the week, and a lot of times they won't even respond to you. So the best times to really contact people would be probably Monday, or Monday through Thursday, in my opinion. So that's what I've kind of been doing. I've just been writing down numbers, writing down emails, or just emailing them just straight up through my, as soon as I find their email, I'll email them directly, and then kind of schedule it for the next day. That kind of just helps me. Now, the reason I schedule it is because obviously I work night shift, so I'm not able to wake up usually when I wake up is around 12, and that's when people are either on their lunch, so I wait till like 1ish, so I can call people. Yeah. So I email them, so far email hasn't been the best. I feel like probably calling them has gotten me further, and further responses than just an email, because a lot of times they just open it and just don't even respond. So if you're starting this, I would recommend either cold calling, or if you live locally to the person, then, or to the business, I would just recommend showing up and seeing if you can get in contact or talk to somebody who has those decision-making skills, decision-making authority. Learning how to just take no's and move on to the next is a big skill in this type of business, photography especially, and anything kind of doing with sales, services. Taking no's is just part of the game. Remember, it only takes one yes, and you just gotta keep pushing. I know probably doesn't mean much because I'm just starting out. I don't have much experience under my belt, but if I look at it that way, it kind of helps me push along and move the needle, and just kind of stay focused on the end goal. So I'm just gonna wrap up the video saying, I'm hoping that you guys can stick around and watch all the way through and watch how my business grows overall. My comments, they're available to ask any questions. I'm willing to answer any questions that you guys have. And leave a like, subscribe, it'll help out. It shows me that people are interested in this type of content. But thank you.